Hey, how's it going everyone? GBG here. So in today's video, I'm going to be helping you start God of War Ragnarok, especially those who are planning to play on the hardest difficulty. I was planning on playing on the hardest difficulty and I did start on the hardest difficulty. I'm still on the hardest difficulty, but I had a rough time. Even though I am a seasoned God of War player, and you guys know this because I spent hours, I had some trouble. And I'm not even kidding you, okay? So my purpose since I've had the game, thanks to Sony Santa Monica and PlayStations for sending the game early. I'm pretty far in the game. I'm like 40 hours in, doing everything within the game. I'm going for 100% completion. I'm not rushing my experience. I'm taking hours, even spending hours in the training grounds, just learning the combat and getting the feel for it. So my job today in this video is to help you do the same, is to help you understand the mechanics that they've done with this game and help you get started. Okay, so without further ado, hit that thumbs up, hit the notification bell, because boy, Ragnarok is only a few hours away from now. Are you ready? Let's get it. Alright, so we're in the menus. Just before you start new game, alright, come over to settings and we start with gameplay. Aim assist off. Trust me, you want to have it off. You want to have the freedom to choose where you want to hit the enemy, especially if you're trying to ground them, aiming for their legs. Puzzle timing extended, you definitely want that. Lock on camera, definitely off. Off, off. Strafe assist, reset the camera when attack. You want all of this stuff off, okay? Auto pickup, although it's on full, only when you're doing exploration. After you finish doing exploration, you want to make sure you switch this back to default, okay, or just off. All right, you want to make sure it's off, because when you hit a boss and they drop a health stone and it just so happens that you do not have much health left, you will automatically pick up the health stone or rage stone. What happens if the boss is doing a follow-up attack? You will get hit because you have no power over the auto pickup, okay? So you want to make sure you turn this off when you're doing a boss. Interact or evade, keep it as default. Menu holds, this is really good for when you're enhancing your skills and all that stuff. You hold square a little bit and it just completely really fast rather than holding like 10 hours. And not just skills, actually, even upgrading as well. This I kept the same, as you can see, just default. Traversal assist, this is really good only because when you're doing a vault over ledges, you normally have to press circle every time you want to vault over something, or like when you're jumping over something. Like, it's annoying because there's so many ways, of like traversing now. So the only one point where you're required to press circle now is when you're doing the grapple hook with the Blade of Chaos, okay? So that's the only point necessary that you need to press circle. Other than that, you will do auto jumps and all the auto stuff every time you're traversing throughout the game. Really good to have. Tutorial mode, for now, all of it, because I need to know everything about the game and I still don't know. I'm 40 hours in, of course, but I'm still nowhere near close of finishing the game, I think. Weapon, this got me off guard. Like, it caught me off guard because weapon toggle, we have 3 weapon slots now, right? We have the left D-pad, the right D-pad, and down the D-pad. I don't know why they have down and D-pad for barehanded, but it caught me off guard because I'm so used to just clicking the same button to go into barehanded. So you can actually set it to default, right? Which it will be, use down and D-pad to shield your weapon. But it just so happens that when you also click the same weapon that you currently have on, the same D-pad that equips that weapon, you will go straight into barehanded, which is really good because that's how OG God of War 2018 used to be. So me not having that really messed me up, okay? So this is when things get really exciting. This is how you do your Agile Strike. For those of you that do not know, Agile Strike used to be my son in God of War 2018. It used to allow me to traverse the world really fast. Now we have other ways of doing it. Agile Strike doesn't even matter if you don't have it. It is in the game. It's just that you can't spam it as often in the game during gameplay or combat, especially. It's not as fast, but it's still fast, just not as fast as it used to be. So Shield Strike is your Agile Strike. How do you do Agile Strike and Frost Return? You do swipe up on your controller, on your touchpad. So the reason why I say this, I got that specific setting, is because you have to press double L1 to do Shield Strike, Agile Strike, right? So how are you gonna do that within a combo plus recalling the axe? You can't. It will not work. So for you to do this, you have to have the button, the Shield Strike, on a touchpad. so it works fast. So you recall the axe and immediately just swipe up, and it will work flawlessly. If you do recall the axe and then double L1, it still works. It's just that you need to have the axe further away from you. You can't do it when you're like, you know, manu a manu in my language, which means, you know, bro to bro, really close up, like this distance. You know, I can do a frost return, which is like recalling the axe as I'm doing agile strike from this close, from this, like this distance, with this setting. With the other setting, normal OG setting, you will not be able to do it because double L1 is really slow. You doesn't matter how fast your fingers are, and I don't know what you do with the fingers, I don't care. You will not be able to do it. You need to have this thing, okay? So just have it, and trust me, I will do guides to help you guys out. UI toggle, of course, I have it on this as well, just to show me whether enemies are dead or not. I am playing with the UI on currently because I need to know how enemies position themselves, how they attack me, and all that stuff. So it's good to just know how they work. Sorry. And then on the next one, we have swipe down for a quick turn. This is really good, really handy. As you know, back in God of War 2018, we used to quick turn after certain moves. In this game, the same thing. You can just quick turn and immediately hold down a different button and you do it straight into another combo. This game is so complex, you will not understand. You do not know what you're in for with this game. Swipe left for navigation assist to, like, you know, show you the compass and all that stuff. So this I kept on default. HUD customization, so for those of you that don't want to see the compass or anything at all, you can just go to swipe, 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 or just off, 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 you know. Me personally, I have it on for now until I finish the game, so I can know exactly how every enemy works and all that stuff, and then start New Game Plus with everything off, because then I just know where things are. And then gameplay notifications for the time being off, aim reticle off, okay. And that's us done for gameplay. Graphics and camera. Screen calibration, it's the same. I just left it as default. This is for those of you that want higher frame rates. If you want higher frame rates, of course, go for favorite performance as well as higher frame rate mode. For those of you that have HDMI 2.1 plus a monitor or a TV that supports VRR and 144 or 120 hertz. Okay, for those of you that have that monitor or TV. And for those of you that want 4K 40 FPS, which I do not recommend, just because it's not that it's bad, it looks amazing, it plays amazing, it's just that you're losing on the frame rates. And this game is all about action, timing. Enemies will punish you, especially if you're playing on God of War mode. Give me God of War. And as for the camera, everything off and maxed out because you want to be fast. Again, you want to be fast because the amount of enemies that are going to surround you is just insane, guys. You want to be fast, have everything maxed out, so you're good. If it's too much, then go to like 8.7, okay? Motion reduction, I have ambient camera sway off, and then I have shake maxed out, just to give me a little bit of oomph when I have rage mode and I go to like doing a runic attack that's really powerful. The camera shakes and it makes me feel like, damn, this move is powerful, you know? Audio subtitle, I didn't really fiddle with this at all. I just left it as it is. Text color, I think I just left that as it is. Only thing I changed was target color. This is really good to identify the ravens. I find finding these is troublesome for me, okay? It's like I'm colorblind. I can't see them within the ambient, like within the game's world. They just camouflage so good. And it's good to have like a specific color that you can just identify. Oh snap, there he is. And red is my color, so I picked red. There's more colors you can pick from. Okay, and that's about it. That's all I changed in that language. I kept the same. Then we have controller remap. This, everything is the same except, guys, except that. Not this. Quick turn as well. You're gonna have it on either default, which is off basically, or hold L1 plus down on D-pad. This will allow you to go, when you press agile strike, by swiping up on your D-pad, on your touchpad, you can go straight into L1 hold and then down on D-pad momentarily, and it has to be precise as well. You can't just, you have to precisely press every button in this game now. You can't just hold it or anything like that and go straight into it. You can't. You have to be precise. It has to be to the T. They made the game difficult but rewarding. I love that. So it's good to have that as well as an option. Or the L2, well, the left analog plus down on the left analog by clicking it. So you click down on the left analog and then you press it down to quickly turn back. Okay, and that's another way of doing it. Me personally, I have that, and also I have it on the swipe down on the touchpad. As you can see right here, swipe down on the touchpad is my quick turn, just to give me that idea that if I do that, I'm turning back right away. And yeah, so we have UI toggle, which I already spoke about, and then view controls, so you guys can see exactly what I have. And then accessibility settings, for those of you that need this is really good. As you can see, we already spoken about this, but this is just like to give us a more in-depth view of what we got, everything, climbing and all that stuff. Weapon cheating we already spoke about, target color, and it just gives you all the accessibility settings overview really. And then audio cues for when you approach something like a raven. I don't actually know which one identifies the raven, but it gives you audio cues for everything. When you have rage, when you have parry, evade, and you know, all that, everything, pretty much everything. And when you lose control over your character and your cinematic time, like, it's really useful to have. And I think this is like one of the most thoughtful things to have in the video game. And Sony Santa Monica are literally goated. They are literally goated, guys. And then you start a new game, and then you go into Give Me God of War. Okay, and this is when things get peak, my boys. All right, obviously I will not play right now. What I'm gonna do is show you guys a combo teaser, all right, that I prepared for you guys. And yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to thumbs up. Stay tuned. We will be live streaming in about 7 hours from now. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Watch the video before you go, okay? Watch this little trailer, not even trailer, just a combo sample for you guys to get you excited. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, please.